Web3 has the possibility to expand our mind and expand our tent pegs to what is possible.
Communities like this is that we come together to
Web3 has the possibility to expand our mind and expand our tent pegs to what is possible.
Communities like this is that we come together to create the solutions that we want in the world.
The community needs your story, so come join us.
Technology is a tool to impact and bring God's kingdom here on earth.
Right? Play to earn, that's where the game changer comes in.
Well, Web3 is all about asset.
What you have to say is what's needed to be said in Hollywood.
People are looking for the miraculous.
Part of taking back some of that ground.
You are bringing the light into such a dark, dark place.
Very focused on, impacting people.
And just getting started. Participate.
Our partnership it's helping to cut that code of poverty.
Mentorship, entrepreneurship, and faith. These are your pillars to success.
We have given a solution that we have brought this people from Sony, Disney, and Marvel to solve. Will you be a part of this?
And what if I told you that NFT communities are now building through art something that is long-lasting, it's legacy.
Eric Skeldon might well be the premier kingdom thought leader in the Web3 and NFT space.
I want you to know personally that I know Eric, and God is going to use this to advance the kingdom.
NFTs are keys. Our ecosystem, we're building up people to even launch their own projects, and even we have an NFT launch course coming out that is going to show you guys how to actually do this, what we've done, and duplicate it. Kingdom Warriors, we are a family of warriors all over who want to make impact in the arts and entertainment space, in the business mountain, using technology, using storytelling, making epic creations with our hands, with our brains. Really, it's just an amazing community of warriors who want to impact culture and shape culture. Warriors, we were having tech news. Man, you guys pray for this stream and our technology, our internet. And it's interesting, the topic we're talking about today is technology impact, and how important, right now for us to even have the ability to reach nations through, Wi-Fi signal, through the electrical grid, through us being able to have electricity and have sustainability in our infrastructure for our servers. So I just declare, kingdom solutions over the servers, over Wi-Fi, over the satellites that bring us streams to be able to reach Africa, the Philippines, Australia, New Zealand. You guys sound off where you're at, and I just we're gonna do a prophetic act. Just declare peace and shalom over the airwaves of the internet and your guys' households, the energy grid. We're just gonna call forth for blessing to our energy grid, our sustainability semblance, or how to get energy, how we're able to stream, how we're able to charge up and connect. We were talking earlier about connecting to heaven, connecting with God. How important it is that we can connect and recharge. It's so important. You guys, my name is Eric Skeldon, founder of Kingdom Warriors, and I am thrilled to be with you guys. Stream What's up, Warriors? You guys, let us know where you're tuned in. Tag all your battle buddies, tag your teams, tag some of your friends, and some warriors today. I'm going to start with our guests, Timothy and Sebastian, to come speak. Let me see. It's going so slow just to even bring people up. All right, so I am going to start. Timothy and Sebastian, going to bring both of you guys up right now. Let's see if it's working. It's going slow on my end.
What's up, Eric? How are you, man?
So I'm going to have you guys. Good. So I'm going to have both of you guys come and just, I'm going to reset my computer and stuff. So while you guys are up, you guys will have the stream. Take it away. I'm going to reset my computer and get some of the apps and applications that are. This is, I think, prophetic of like having too many tabs open. Sometimes you got to close some of it down. So I'm going to have Sebastian. Each of you, if you could share like your 5-minute story with 5-minute like hero's journey with the Kingdom Warriors. You guys, let us know where you're watching. Sebastian, CEO, Public Square World Consults to help Warriors, and Timothy, who's helping us all things marketing, innovation, strategy, getting the message out there. So you guys, we got two powerhouses in operations, marketing, helping us really get things on the grid and make impact happen using technology. The theme is Awaken the Warrior Within, and using this theme, I feel like today is talking about technology and impact. And so if you guys can start with your stories, and I'll be back on. Each of you go for floors.
Rock and roll. It's great to be with you, Tim. It's good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a while, but yeah, I can jump into my story. And some of you out there on the broadcast, we've been on with Eric a number of times before, and just so excited about what Kingdom Warriors is and the impact that it's having, just the outrageous favor that God has really been pouring out on how to engage with culture, how to engage with the Web3 movement, and also I think bringing it all together into this beautiful ecosystem of like just synergetic energy that God is releasing right now in the season. So it's pretty exciting times. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sebastian Harris. I grew up in a small little island in the South Pacific called New Zealand, born in Australia, and moved to the United States about nearly 8 years ago, because I met an American girl in New Zealand. And so, the rest is history, right? But we got involved in a lot of the political activation that's happening here in the States early on in our time here, early 2016 and 17, started to get really engaged in that. Got a ministry background, and we started to get engaged in politics and what God was doing. And then, as many of you are probably aware, COVID happened in 2020, and that kind of turned the world upside down a little bit in a lot of different fronts. And so what we said was we need to engage at a much higher level. And we need to not be people who just stand on the sidelines of culture. We actually need to dive deep into it and take the technological wisdom and advance of the current age and apply it to our culture and say, we can use the significant innovation that's happening across the world right now, bring it all together into a massive conglomerate and see what God wants to do. And so that's what we did. A couple of friends of mine got started with the concept of Public Square, Public SQ, and Public Square is an app and a website that you can go to right now, publicsq.com. And what it is a network of freedom-loving businesses that we're putting right in front of consumers so that you can go with a blessed assurance and know that the people that you're supporting are in alignment with your values. So we have the largest network of pro-life, pro-freedom, pro-military businesses in America, and it's growing every single day. We have over 30,000 businesses on the platform. We've been going just over a year, and it's going. But the thing that motivates me, I think, more than anything is this confluence of technology and innovation and faith as well. So this blending together of how do we use technology to advance the kingdom, to actually bring creativity and innovation and culture development to the forefront of conversation using the wonders of technology. And so it's been a pretty amazing journey, and I'm stoked to be here, stoked to be in this Awaken the Warrior challenge. It's just awesome. But Tim, over to you.
Love it, Sebastian. Thank you. I was just on my my account just a few minutes ago. I signed up a while ago, and we had a chance to talk. And I just love the platform and what you're doing. A little bit about my story. I was a pastor for 15 years as well. I was in some the ministry circles too, and just found that it was a privilege to be able to serve people, community leadership, kind of that nonprofit space. And then I ended up hitting a road bump, a personal tragedy, if you will, and my life was just very much in turmoil. And so I was just like, okay, God, what do you want to do? I'm not fit to lead right now. I'm grieving. There's some different things going on. I'm hurting, and so I ended up basically recovering a little bit, getting enough juice to get up and ask God for His direction on what to do next. Ended up jumping into the marketing space slowly, and started developing some of these concepts and different things around marketing that could help both churches and businesses. And the overlap became something called the Giver Marketing Blueprint. And so now we have a privilege of serving movements like Kingdom Warriors and other organizations with kind of a multiplying mindset, a duplicating mindset, if you will, kind of more focused on helping movements and organizations that love to make impact beyond their region or beyond their smaller circles. So just a privilege to be able to work with Kingdom Warriors as their marketing guy, their chief marketing officer, and kind of coordinate some of the team, getting involved and come up with ideas and strategies that can really help us continue to grow beyond even the thousands and thousands and thousands and the 81 nations that we've been able to impact so far. It's really one of the fastest growing Christian movements on the planet right now. It's just a super interesting ecosystem. And it's like, wow. And then we get to partner with Public Square and just other organizations. It's just so fun. So now I'm part of a few projects like this that I just hold in high regard. You can only handle so many projects. So you pick your top 2 or 3 that you really want to pour into. And this is one of those. And so it's a privilege to be here today, share a little bit of my story and maybe facilitate some conversation with you, Sebastian. But hey, I've been on your platform. Tell me a little bit more about some of the changes and some of the things that have been happening that are kind of looking to the future. Kind of let's give a little sneak peek of what's been going on, and then once Eric jumps back in, we can kind of dive into what we had prepared for today. But I'm genuinely curious. Like, give me some updates. I'm excited.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's amazing the opportunities we get. You know, we've just pushed another release today. It's in process of being updated, just updating the look and feel of the application. But you know, we're in this unique season, right? Because we have so much growth happening, and so much things that we're really in this place of really trying to land, like making it even better. It's really cool to have a product that's really being validated by the market. But now it's about fine tuning. It's about scalability. It's about making it even easier and better to use and simpler to use. You know, we were talking to a cool product guy yesterday, and he was responsible for, you'll like this, you know, the little dash icon in your car when the gas light turns on, just so that you got low fuel. The little, you know how the cars have the little arrow to show which side of the car. He was the guy who thought about that. It's like genius, the absolute genius.
So simple, but so helpful for so many millions and actually probably billions of people.
It's amazing, right? Just such a game changer. And like, if I'm ever in a rental car, I look for the little arrow because you never know, right? You never know what side of the car it's on. But we were talking to him yesterday. It was just a good reminder about the best products are the most simple, and you hire products to do a job, and they actually do something that actually creates real simplicity, and it solves major problems. You know, because that's a frustration, right? You're driving down the road, you run out of gas, you're in a rental car, don't know where the thing is, and you get in and you get on the wrong side and you have to move around the gas station. So solving small problems like that with technology is how we think. It's how we engage. That's my point. And so how we solve problems has to improve so that we can make sure that we're removing frustrations, adding as much value as possible, and really taking things to the next level. But lots of exciting things in the work and a lot of fun announcements that are going to come around down the journey very, very soon. But
So
Timothy, maybe it's as Eric just jumps in, I'm wondering if what's clear to me about Public Square, about the products that you're involved in, the organizations you're involved with, even Kingdom Warriors is like this as well. It's really about communities, right? And marketing is about, like, how do you foster a community in the days that we're in right now? And so maybe hit us with some points on that. Like, how do you build communities in 2022, 2023 and beyond that are online, and what are maybe some keys for how we do that?
I might even have a visual for us here. Give me just a second. Let me check. Eric, welcome. I got a visual for us. It's coming up in just a minute. But I would say this. I think there's 4 areas, as I kind of bring that up. I think there's 4 areas that we need to consider when it comes to movements. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, fellas. But you have your crowd, right? And this is an iteration from Rick Warren. I want to give a shout out to some original gangsters of these concepts, right? From the faith community. But you have your crowd, but then you have your community. And you said it, Sebastian, you have your community that allows you to interact a little bit more meaningfully, right? And instead of just being in the stadium together, you're actually kind of working together, doing some different things together that are on mission or have a purpose beyond yourself or beyond the large meeting itself, right? Or the attention itself. And then after that, not only do you have your crowd, your community, but you also have your committed that are highly, highly vested. They have buy-in to what is actually happening. Maybe they have invested their time, their talent, their treasure, their technology, their things, even making donations of all different kinds and resourcing this mission. But then you have your core. And if you have all 4 of those, again, your community, your crowd, your community, your committed, and your core, in that order, what happens is there's a commitment level that increases as you go down that funnel. And that funnel is, to me, the key to movements and marketing. Those movements, well, understanding where your crowd is, where your community is, where your committed are, and where your core is. And I'm not talking about just your dev core, right? Or your board members. I'm talking about people that are doing a lot, and they're going to go to the moon with you in that rocket ship. Like the fear factor is pretty low, or at least the courageous factor is high, at least that. And so we're going to do this no matter what. Like, we're determined. If we have to pivot, we'll do that. But that's where that core comes in, and the culture really comes all the way through those different kind of stages, if you will, or places that people find themselves in. And some people jump right in and start right at the core. They were part of the founding team. Some people are been in the crowd for a while, and they're kind of finding themselves in the community, and then they trickle down into this committed group. And it's like, oh, I have responsibility to help this happen. And those are the best movements to be a part of. And I know Public Square is trying to facilitate this conversation around technology and freedom, and maybe even some of the conversations around faith. Dare we say the word faith? It's like an F word nowadays. It's like, oh my gosh, okay. I can't even talk about normal everyday things on some of these other platforms. They just shut you down. We've gotten shut down as Kingdom Warriors for mentioning certain things, and we're tired of it. We're just tired of it. So, and I think that's where the pain comes in, is our communities that we speak to, Sebastian, you and I and Eric and others, part of different movements. We're all coming together and saying, look, we got to team up, because this is ridiculous. The censorship stuff, this is ridiculous. Like, you can read all sorts of books about where we're headed right now and what history tells us. We don't need to go into all that right now, but the point is if we want to be a part of something meaningful and that has more of a movement vibe to it, we definitely need to consider those four kind of spaces, if you will.
I love it. I love it because it's really so much of the key, right? Is people buy things when you bring them really close and they actually feel loved. Not just you tell them that they're loved, but they feel it. It's like this intimacy based marketing strategy. That's like we bring people in because not just because we're selling a great product, but because like we actually want to create a culture of intimacy and vulnerability and faith that talks about issues at a high level, that really drives in and goes deep with people. Because at the end of the day, those are the people that are in the marketing world, right? These are your burning hot, fiery coals, living stones of people who you just want to run out and make the dream happen. But it's really powerful to think like that. I love that. It's very cool.
What are your thoughts on kind of how movements are developed and how our modern technology facilitates that, and your platform and what role that has in it? Like, what are some tips for us as an audience? Because we have thousands and thousands of folks kind of tuning in over the course of any given challenge, and in our community is full of amazing people. Like, how do we spark that impact and leveraging some of our modern technology? Like, how does this work?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the answer is definitely evolving as technology evolves and as culture evolves. But I think most people are problem aware, meaning like everybody's aware that there's maybe some problems in society. It doesn't matter what political bent you are or which religious bent you are. Everybody's aware that there's problems. Like take the signing of the Respect for Marriage Act that just happened in the White House the other day, which was already legal, by the way. It's just about harassing Christians. If we just want to just put it out there, it's not about like same-sex marriage was already legal in 2015. We're just out there. But what the problem is, right, is actually that if we as freedom-loving people, as Christians, as believers, are just so focused on the problem and just talk about that and don't transition to being solution aware. So from problem aware to solution aware, we'll never build movements that matter. Because movements that matter are about a positive force. We're going to do something. We're going to be activists and get like towards something else. Like even take the virality of even the Black Lives Matter movement. They're like, Black Lives Matter, so this is the way we're going, and for whatever, you get it. The movements are birthed out of this. Okay, we've got a problem. Now we have a solution, and whatever that solution is, let's go and do that. Let's rally around because we've been so aware. Oh, we could do this. Boom. That's how we get people sold into movements, and it's really what God wants to. What I think faith really looks like in modern culture is taking radical action based on this core conviction of this is wrong. Therefore, let's go do something and ask God for the solutions and rally people around that. It's really the genesis place. It's where
I wonder sometimes in that conversation, Sebastian, if you're onto something very, very simple but profound. In that if we focus on the problem only, by default, it could generate sickness. But if you recognize the problem for what it is, feel it, understand it, embrace the fact that it's present, but then you take whatever tools, resources, platforms, or any kind of connections you have to then go solve that problem. Now you have the makings of something special.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between somebody who has future type faith, future type thinking, a hope and a future type perspective, and someone who says, no, we're going to focus on the problem so that we can help people feel maybe sorry for our situation, which is appropriate to some degree initially. But then what about when a group or a government uses that pain to control you? If everybody in the room's focused on the problem, there's not really a clear solution.
Exactly.
What does that set up? I mean,
I mean,
what's
people
the best thing that can happen there? You just wallow in your misery, and then the worst thing.
And people have created movements out of just shouting, right? They just shout at people, and you know what? When people come, that's the most bizarre thing about it. People who've made platforms off of yelling about the problems don't like it when you come with a solution, because then it removes their need for their platform. If their platform's just selling about the problems, like we're just complaining about it, then we're missing what God has for us. You know,
write that down, ladies and gentlemen. Write that down. When
offense about a problem will stop you taking action, and that's what stops movements in its tracks.
Wow. So you have the positive movements, you have the kind of the negative Nancy movements, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And we got to decide pretty quickly initially what culture we're going to set in our own lives, and then in our communities, and then in our platforms and all these other spaces. And it sounds to me like Public Square, from what I've seen, Public Square is doing something special in that regard. What have you seen as patterns on the platform with the core team? What have you seen as like the things that are rising to the surface that we should pay attention to for our own lives, our families, our faith communities, our the movements we're involved with? Many of us are involved in more than one or two movements. We're literally movement makers and movement participators at a high level. So speak to us as movement makers. Like, what do we need to pay attention to beyond the fact that there's a solution?
Yeah, I think number one, remembering that movements are made of people, and people make mistakes, and people are human, and we have to have grace for one another. I think is one of the biggest lessons I've learned in this whole journey. We think about it in very simple in life, like in family, right? Like you keep short accounts, you talk about what's your feelings, be honest and move through them so that you can come to real solutions, not let anything fester, prioritize the health of your team above everything, because with a really healthy, successful team, you can achieve anything you want. And for me, that's priority number one, is making sure that our teams are looked after and invested in, have what they need to be able to be successful and perform well. But then I think after that, it's getting really clear and honest with your strategy, right? And this is, you live and breathe this, Timothy, with marketing. Is like, we have to align on the strategy. We have to know what we're doing, step in with as much intentionality and power and passion as we possibly can, and just take it to the next level. And then we ask questions like, okay, if we could do anything in the next 3 years, like what would we do? And put it all out on the whiteboard, and then say, okay, how can we do what we just put on the whiteboard for a 3-year plan and put it into 6 months? And how do we do that? What does it take to do that? And how can we start engaging like that? So simple things like that. I think the time is now for these movements. And I think if we can prioritize team and prioritize strategy, we'll get aligned structures so that we can actually move really fast. Because I think it's in the heartbeat of entrepreneurs. And Timothy, you're exactly like this with all the things that you're up to, what Kingdom Warriors is doing, what all the things that go on. The time is now, right? We feel the urgency. Culture wants the solutions that we have now, and innovative solutions like NFTs and growth momentum and community building and things like this is like the most exciting thing on the planet to be doing. But it's that team and strategy that leads to structure that activates mission. Because I think it's so possible and so exciting if we really are willing to deep dive and jump in like that.
Eric's back. This is good. We got a trifecta of a conversation about to happen. You mentioned technology, and I was thinking about something earlier. I'd be interested in your thoughts on this as Eric kind of grabs the reins again here in a minute. I okay, so in marketing they always say you can't do it better, faster, and cheaper. You got to pick two of the three. And I'm going to call Bullock on this one because when it comes to the way some of our technologies are working now, there are unique scenarios where you can underpin something with like maybe some innovation that is extraordinary, and maybe like once in a generation kind of innovations will come and allow you to literally do something better, faster, and less expensive at the same time. And for a marketing mind, I'm going, that's not supposed to happen. Like that's unique. So you look at like blockchain, what it's doing to certain industries. You look at platforms starting to push the envelope with certain ways of interacting, metaverse. You look Web3 in general, like just and blockchain is starting to do something very interesting to our attention, to our finances, to some other areas too. But Eric, what do you know the old adage? You're marketing. We all have marketing background. What are your thoughts on the fact that we can now do it better, we can do it faster, and we can do it less expensively?
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, it's key, and I think it's the decentralization is allowing for us to one work with people all over the world remotely, whereas people once thought before COVID, before everyone really had to test remote work and like trust and like even the whole idea of cryptocurrency or like the blockchain being what they call trustless. And like you guys can YouTube this, go to YouTube and type in like trustless and blockchain and start learning about this stuff because it's really fascinating. But basically, when the more transparency and trust you can have with who you work with because they're bought into the kingdom and the vision and what we're building is going to impact legacy and generations, you can actually have more trustless work. You can actually work with people all over the world. And, even at Kingdom Warriors, we don't even have as many KPIs or metrics as, the experts and I learned in business management and, all the stuff I learned in school. And a lot of it, I'm seeing that there is some of that as we grow and scale, you want to adopt more of that. But what I'm seeing is you can be extremely effective if you have people who are really just they wake up and they get excited about the vision and mission and what they're working on. And what I've so I think with I think that with decentralization and the blockchain, and even as you start giving people equity into a project via NFTs or via people having a piece of something that also allows for hundreds of people, thousands of people saying, "Hey, we are excited. Let's go and put this up there." Like we just had, for example, McKenna was talking about memes and like, hey, Kingdom Warriors, McKenna is one of our holders, and she was talking about, hey, you guys need to get in the meme game because that's a big part of NFTs basically growing. And so I wanted to even show some of her memes here in a second. But I wanted to start with our real quick showing some of our winners. You guys tag some of our NFT winners from yesterday who shared the James goal and broadcast on my public page. So shout out to Delane, Martha B. Flowers, and Greta Mama. Some of our amazing holders. You guys won a $222 NFT. So congratulations, you guys. You guys clap it up for them in the comments. Show some love to them. Tag them and Team Shanae Aurelio if you guys can get their information. And you guys, if you guys need anything, any support, I know I saw in the comments earlier, I need help buying a package. You guys reach out to Aurelio, Anna, Shanae if you guys need support. We also have a support chat app within Facebook. That's even a technology tool that Facebook put in. So you can have like a chat group with this private group. So that's something pretty powerful. And I wanted to give an update for the teams real quick because I didn't get to do that. And I just want to thank God. God just kind of upgraded my it was actually my laptop was this pretty old, and I've had this this laptop. Basically, I got like another Asus laptop that was better for technology and streaming, and I finally just I just gave the reins away to amazing team of Timothy to be able to facilitate with Sebastian, and in 20 minutes was able to finally figure out how to upgrade this my new laptop to make this Asus work, which now it has so much more storage and capacity. So it was really not an internet issue, a Wi-Fi issue, even though StreamYard was saying the Wi-Fi was not reaching. It was really the capacity of my old computer was not able to maintain all the information that was on it. So I just want to declare upgrade your capacity, upgrade your software, upgrade your memory here for end of 2022, 2023 for all of you. I declare an upgrade that you guys are going to increase your capacity and your energy and for your output, because we needed to be able to receive more of the information, of the knowledge, of the blueprints, and to be able to have the throughput to give it to people and systems and technology. So I felt like that was just kind of prophetic. You guys just took it away, Timothy. So shout out to you.
Say upgrade in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Upgrade. Just
declare an upgrade.
On that.
There's just some anointing on that, and it's interesting because I tried to set up this computer for streams before, and it wouldn't connect to I use the laptop connected to HDMI, connected to a big monitor that my 4K Logitech camera is on, and I wasn't able to connect it. But I was like, all right, God, help me do this. So I had to upgrade my passwords. I had to reset my password, get in my new computer, be able to get into where I can access all my technology stuff, and then I was able to and I plugged in the HDMI. I was like, gotta let this work, because the HDMI never worked to this computer that I just got about a month or two ago. And the HDMI is now working. I'm streaming here. So this is awesome.
Well, Sebastian was just rocking and rolling with his story and technology, and we're having some conversations. Who else do we have to celebrate with Kingdom Warriors here? Here's our
so teams, right? Shout out to Kingdom Fire Igniters. You guys declare your upgrade, and shout out to some of these teams. Kingdom Fire Igniters, 167 points. They've been going live. They've been encouraged, and they've been loving on each other. Hope Delivers at third and 146. Awakened Eladrian Warriors in second at 152 points. Key Bears at 128 points, and King's Council. And we got Crystal Travis, top contributor, and Rivka, top contributor. Most encouraging Warriors right now are BC Salgado. And check out that NFT, you guys. That's a Gen 3 NFT, one of the new art from our former Sony designer, Nicholas, one of the most amazing artists in the NFT space and Web3 space. And he has art, and these Kingdom Warriors are ready to be adopted by you guys on the blockchain, on the Ethereum blockchain, so they can go and battle on your behalf. And you're going to learn more about the video game tomorrow, how they're actually going to be earning you cryptocurrency, and how we're even back paying in cryptocurrency of our utility token now. But yeah, you guys need these upgrades. We all need these upgrades. And I think in 2023, in this decade, out of rest and out of just his joy, we're going to be able to upgrade our capacity. So let's see. Okay, let me go to, so these are some of the teams. So shout out to some of the captains, all the teams on here, and
good looking teams.
So yeah, continue. Sebastian, what would be your thoughts on I don't have it. It's should be out there. What is your thoughts on that whole topic of, I would say, just the blockchain and Web3, and where you see, even for Kingdom Warriors, the Warriors that are listening, where do you see the value in Kingdom Warriors being able to be a multimedia company, build an epic brand like Star Wars, and have our own brand like Star Wars, and where we have Warriors to where other people are able to start building their own IP from we're actually letting people share our IP. So the Warriors we're letting them even build and put it on their own stuff, as long as they're not going to do something evil with it. Our IP attorney Peter's like, we're going to let them. You type in Kingdom Warriors, and it's the one that has the 17 Ethereum, and it's Kingdom Warriors official is our official one on OpenSea. But we have 17 Ethereum and secondary sales that goes to the Warrior holders. One of our highest sales was $1,573. We've had a sale for $1,300, $1,000, $700, many that were over $500, and we're selling them right now for $222. And if you buy in bulk, you can get them like at $100 something. So where do you see, the fact that we've been one of the first to sell out of an NFT collection of 2,222 using a Facebook challenge was a pretty cool article and stat that we had. The second was the first NFT project to fund a 4-part episodes film series, and now attached with John Rhys Davis from Gimli from Lord of the Rings attached. Which you're from New Zealand, and Middle Earth is in New Zealand, so maybe we'll have to shoot out there one day. You guys can check us out, our official secondary sales market over there. But what do you see for the people listening and wanting to get a part, but are kind of on the fence? What is your thoughts on where you see a lot of value over the next few years as the movies come out, as the more of the partnerships in the game come out?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think firstly, now is the most exciting time to build and be a part of and invest in anything. Because here's why I think that. Because as you may know, the markets, the economy has gone down. Inflation is through the roof all the way around the world. Things are going crazy. The market's gone down. I think the market, if you look traditionally, here's some good news for you. The market will go back up. And then what that means is even the crypto market will go back up. Have we hit the lowest? I'm not sure. Is this financial advice? No. But the market is going to go back up. It's how economics work. It's how supply and demand works. It's how everything works. And so getting in now to a company that is going to be so significant in the future and is intended to go in a significant direction in the future is really significant. I mean, across the board, for example, even with Public Square, the people who jumped in early as investors have already made a bunch of money because of the investment, right? People who invested early in Kingdom Warriors have already had their investment like massively increased. And so there's a massive momentum on getting into this community, this intimate community now, because when you see this Kingdom Warriors out there in 10 years and you say, I bought one of the first NFTs that was released from Kingdom Warriors, there's going to be amazing value off the top of the top of the gate. The Kingdom Warriors has the massive potential to be a massive impact in the world. And I was talking to Eric a couple weeks ago. I'm excited for the Kingdom Warriors theme park when it comes together, and here it is. It's being built right here in Minecraft. There you go.
Come on, we're giving the blueprint right now.
But the potential here is unlimited, and I think because Eric, you really are one of the four at the forefront of the Christian faith Web3 dynamic. You're a key thought leader, and I just believe that God is really doing something here, and really wants His people to engage. Christians have been at the forefront of technology forever, and it's so fitting that we alive here today should be a part of something so significant as the Web3 innovation and possibility that's happening across the board. So that's kind of why I think I would dump in even more than you already have. It's time to double down, because this is the most exciting time to be alive, because as the market goes up, or all ships rise as the sea tide rises. And so now's the time.
So you guys, now is the time, and we also, Kingdom Warriors theme park. So we have some connections with Storyland Studios that actually helps build a blueprint and has a model to even make profitable theme parks. Worked with a ton of amazing people, and they have some believers running some of the key executive positions. But what was I gonna say? And also a part of the free education, our like outreach for even getting the gospel and getting this knowledge and free education out there to Africa. And we're building buying some land in Uganda. I just hit up Precious. She's actually in Uganda right now, so hopefully we'll get an update on the land that we're buying and developing there. Kingdom Warriors, so that's you guys are doing that. So put in just increase to Africa, the continent of Africa. And I think just through even the networks where we're talking about Wi-Fi and wallets and did you guys know that there's millions of people all over Africa that they're unbanked. They can't even get a bank with Chase. They can't get a bank with Wells Fargo. Cryptocurrency and Web3 decentralization, and us being able to allow them to play a game with a Web3 wallet like MetaMask or another Web3 wallet is actually one of the solutions for them to earn some income and be contributing and have a wallet where they can. So cryptocurrency is why Africa is so big on cryptocurrency. So real quick, I just met with Johnny Enlow, who actually wrote the book on prophetic. He basically wrote the book on Seven Mountains, Seven Mountain Prophecy, like 20 years ago or whatever. But he was just telling me he actually ministers to the president of Uganda. So you guys get this. We've been forging and building some territory, our stake. We sowed before ever getting foundation in Nashville, or we got a house, a rental here in Nashville with a studio for Kingdom Warriors. But as far as like actual, land and stuff, we sowed into Africa first. And we sowed into buying some land in Africa before we even bought land in America for ourselves. Yeah, in the Philippines is huge for crypto. And so we think that Africa and the Philippines is going to be huge for our video games and the outreach through Asia and Africa. And so you'll hear more about this from Luke as well tomorrow on, what is happening. He has a team of 12 developers getting this prototype ready so we could pitch to the Green family of Hobby Lobby. But anyways, I just met with Johnny Enlow this morning. Dr. Joseph Peck connected us. He's here in Franklin, Tennessee, a city away from me. So all this stuff is so prophetic what God's doing, but he anyways, he wrote that book, and the Ugandan governments, they're giving it to they got all the seven spheres. The Uganda president, they're all spirit filled, and they said that they're giving his literature and his rise courses, which is like, do you know what it stands for? It's like basically it's basically just having to do with the seven. It's the acronym for basically what they're doing for like rising up and impacting every sphere of society everywhere, basically something like that. But anyways, they have a whole curriculum and course stuff on that. And then he was telling me that they basically them and then Nigeria and Uganda and other African governments and people around the world have been like consulting and flying them out there to talk about the prophetic seven mountain mandate and all this stuff that Lance has been talking about more over the past 20 years, and other people, basically for us not to just be in the four walls of the church and creating innovation there with cool music and some fog machines, but what if we can actually impact every sphere of society, government, media, family, education. Whereas you can see that we've not really adopted this as well as we can. With some are, Sebastian is, Timothy, Kingdom Warriors, you guys are, but there's many that aren't, and the masses, right? So we have to be the agent of change and not be the outlier. We need to be the mainstream should be bringing solutions to every sphere of society and bringing culture. The apostolic. Johnny was speaking to me this morning. The apostolic is really, it's a Roman term for actually, when when Caesar went, the apostolic or whatever, the apostle, that title actually went to bring the culture to make it like Roman culture, to pave the Roman roads. Kingdom Warriors, you guys are the Roman roads. You guys are building the culture with Web3, with new streams, new technologies. You guys are building the Roman roads to build heaven culture using technology and streams and music and things. And so this is what you guys are doing. This is what we're doing together. And so I think that's why I'm so excited about Web3. And even Johnny was excited. James Gold's excited for the future, even though we don't know exactly what it looks like. But we know if we're connected to heaven and we're connected to Holy Spirit and what Jesus has given us access to, then we're going to be able to influence every part of culture. And it really just show love in those places, right? Bring love, bring peace, righteousness, joy, and start bringing this apostolo and making the culture look like heaven. So that's what I'm really excited about with music, with gaming, with our coaching, our community, and our culture, to be able to bring this here. So you guys, Johnny's excited about just some of the stuff we're doing with film and just how we can with media. But it was just really cool, the fact that he's connected and ministering to presidents of Uganda, which is where we're sowing our seed and buying some land. So who knows what will happen with that, with us. Maybe we can bring our free education. That's kind of one of the things. So when you became a holder, you actually get access to Kingdom Ambassador. It's one of our premium domains, Kingdom Ambassador Academy, and you earn 20%, and you're allowed to give free courses away to anyone on earth, free NFT courses where we basically license Web3 Simplified to break down a string extremely well visually with what is NFTs, what is the blockchain, what is the stuff, so we can give this education, help people adopt this technology, and this is all free information that we just want to give out. So so that's huge. And then if they ever become if they ever purchase any of our products in the future, you earn 20% of the revenue. So it's a way that people are actually making thousands of dollars. We've paid one person who helped us bring 79 clients. We paid them over $30,000 because they brought 6 figures of revenue to Kingdom Warriors, and we wired them $30,000. So I mean, that was a huge blessing for them and for us to, so it's like, how do you create win-wins in culture in your business? And if you create win-wins, the kingdom looks like win-win. When I do business with Sebastian and Timothy, it's like, how do we help each other to create more impact in what we're doing? So that's what we're doing here with Kingdom Warriors, with Public Squared, with Giver Marketing. It's like, how do we give more and are able to just keep giving more? And yeah, it's almost like, can you talk, I know we're about to go to VIP soon, but talk about win-win culture and heaven culture a little bit, Sebastian. And even honor culture.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a big believer that when kingdom means that everybody wins. And the only way you get to a win-win-win-win-win-win situation is if you're honest, if you're building kingdom culture through honor and integrity. Like we made a decision early on to make integrity one of our core values. And this guy that was working with us said to us, "Are you sure that you want to have integrity with one of your core values? Because if you do, then you're going to have to hold every one of you to that integrity." The decision we made was like, absolutely. And so, that place of integrity to create a culture of honor, a culture of belief and not compromising. There's been a number of different ways where we've been presented with the opportunity to compromise. And all of us have, and we've said no. We've turned down major money that we could have had, that could have made us go a lot faster. And we've said no because we have to stay true to the integrity that's really important in a kingdom culture, and that happens through honesty, vulnerability, connection, honesty, strategy, building team. That's really, really significant. But Timothy, you're a massive part of this too. Like what are the keys that you see as well as you build kingdom marketing teams and kingdom focused communities?
Yeah, I wonder if we can challenge each other even more to go from thinking solo to thinking maybe I can create a win-win, like Eric was talking about. But then you mentioned win-win-win-win-win-win. So that's like playing that's like multiply. That's like 3D chess, man. That's like, hey, let's play together. And I even think there can be a healthy competitiveness within winning environments like that, as long as our idea of winning is that everybody benefits. If there's a quote winning culture that pushes other people down while you're trying to win your own solo game, basically, then you're going to end up in a room alone. That's basically what's going to happen at the end of the day. You might have some position somewhere, but you're going to basically be alone. So team dynamics begs for the triple wins at least. And, just having like 3 of us on Kingdom Warriors Challenge brings a synergy that's extraordinary. This is literally a triple win that's happening right now with organizations and collaborations and locking arms and saying, let's go to battle together. Let's go. We're freedom fighters. Sebastian was saying it before. Let's lock arms with a few more freedom fighters and find as many wins as possible for your people. Like, let's go. And I love that. I love that. I literally look for triple wins all day long, and they're super fun.
Come on, you guys, put triple wins in the comments. And someone asked about the Kingdom General package. You guys, there's 15 NFTs. We used to do 10 NFTs for the Kingdom General. We're doing 15 right now, and we have a crazy deal. So Sebastian, you came out to Texas. I made a post on Facebook talking about the house we were staying at and the course, and just this little mastermind. And since then, you've dived deep. You've created you've actually you've gotten a grant for a project. You've gotten a grant for a project. You created an idea to help adoption and a brand called Adoptable Babes that we'll be doing some partnerships with in the future. But we're giving out that course that we shot there with David Cranfield and Kingdom Flame to our 5-star generals. Anyone who has 50 NFTs, if you have 50 NFTs or you get to 50 NFTs in the next 7 days, by Wednesday at midnight, we're giving that $2,000 course. And we're probably going to start doing the weekly coaching and accountability with that course coming here in either mid-January or February. And so with that, you went through it live, Sebastian. Can you talk about that real quick, and just what kind of things you learned from that and us hanging out together talking about ideas?
Yeah, I think it was a game changer. It was a game changer for me in terms of infrastructure and what I think the NFT world really is. I got involved in the NFT world probably the beginning of this year, just with a buddy of mine who works with me at Public Square. Talked about NFTs and learned about them, and then when the opportunity, and then Eric and I have been connected before that, but then the opportunity, we've been tracking on the NFTs. We talked to a couple of challenges with some other stuff we've been doing, and then when I got to go to that event, I mean, I was just blown away. The infrastructure, the wisdom. There's so much in this space where it's becoming so easy to really create digital assets and digital content. And I think there's some allure around the NFT world where it's like this magical new thing, and it is that. But it's also like it's very structured. There's a lot of business rules and things to navigate and things that are just so key to making it work really well. And I was very, very, very inspired. So I would definitely, if you're looking to really make it happen and jump in and build your own project, I'm in the process of building my own project. It's cool. We'll talk about it more soon. Adoptable Babes is what it's called. But seriously invest in this, because this was a game-changing event. It was a catalytic event for me. I met a lot of great people that I'm still really connected with. We made some great connections on some future projects, and there's just so much good in that content, and even just an activation, I think, in creativity, especially with Michael and what he brought to the event. It was just really powerful, and so I definitely would make sure you get in there and get activated and get acclimated to the NFT world. It's a big fight, but it's so worth it. So worth it.
Yeah, and it really is the future. Like, it's going to be the future, whether it's now or in 2 more years or 1 more year. This is going to be what the next. Everyone has a laptop, everyone has a cell phone, everyone is going to be a part of Web3 technologies and NFT technology. Whether it's going to Dallas Mavericks game and you get a ticket, or your NFT, you get an NFT art when you go to a conference or a stadium or real estate transactions. This is going to be the future. And so knowing this stuff and having assets to this stuff, before and having the knowledge, it really helps us to do that prophetically before we're really getting just a lot bigger. And so also, Sebastian, you've actually, this course, is $2,000, and we're actually subsidizing it to where if you have 50 NFTs, you get this course for free. And so with this course and this information in this course, you've actually been able to get even a grant that's over $10,000. Is that right?
Yeah, a couple different grants, but yeah, there's some great people in the space who have just been really instrumental. They're also Kingdom freedom hearted legends who just want to see projects like Kingdom Warriors, NFTs, and Adoptable Babes really take off. And so
wow, so you got a couple grants. You're already are crushing it with Public Square and other stuff, but then just saying, hey, I want to raise funds for adoption, and that's a whole niche that nobody is doing. Not one person has stepped in that market, and you're like, hey, this is a solution where I could help have amazing art and community around adoption, and
Yeah,
get 2 grants already.
Yeah, we believe that if we're intentional and specific, and that we can really have impact. That's how I live. It's how you live, Eric. It's, we can do something. Let's do something. And so we've seen what's happened with, even with the Dobbs case, with Roe v. Wade being overturned. And, want to see more kids be adopted rather than aborted. And so we want to. But one of the biggest barriers to adoption, especially in the U.S., is funding. And so the question was, how do we bring together Web3 and creating funds so that we can create ease of access to the adoption services that are happening across the world, specifically in America, because it can cost up to like $50,000 just to adopt somebody who needs a home. It shouldn't be that expensive, but it is, and so we're trying to do something about that.
That's incredible, and man, yeah, it's so cool to see. I think we had a winner for something. Sebastian, I know you only have a few more minutes.
Yeah, I probably got to run here pretty shortly, but it's been so great to be with you guys.
Awesome, you guys give it up for Sebastian. Go follow him on social, Public Squared. He's been an amazing guest, like 3-4 times here at our events. And salute to you, Sebastian, and we'll be chatting soon.
Yeah, massive blessings to you guys. Good to see you, Timothy. Love you, Eric. See you soon.
All right, love you, bro. Awesome. So you guys, this is amazing. So much amazingness from Timothy, Sebastian, and so I wanted to show you guys. Let us know if you guys wanted. I didn't get to see. I showed in VIP some of the Lord of the Rings um, uh, narration, a sneak peek. It's not fully cut. It's not like audio engineered yet. This is just kind of like a rough cut of the narration. But let us know in the comments. Put some microphones. Put Lord of the Rings in the comments if you want to hear Gimli. Let us know if you guys want me to play that for you guys today. And let's see. Let us know if you guys want to hear that before we go today. Put in some Lord of the Rings. Put in some keys, put in some swords. Let me see it. Come on, Lord of the Rings, Gimli. You guys want to hear it? I'll show it if we get some people who want to check it out. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, you guys, it's God cares about the desires of our hearts. The fact that he cares about showing or attaching someone from Lord of the Rings that was a part of the nine main actors, the 9 Fellowship of the Ring, and saying, hey, what can someone small do? What can a dwarf do? What could like an orphan like Frodo do when you know your identity, you know your purpose, and God empowers you, and you're surrounded by a group of warriors that empower you to go through your race? What is possible? And Lord of the Rings really even showed what does the supernatural, what does the spiritual realm look like of fighting darkness, and evil. And they did it so well. And the fact that Lord of the Rings, Gimli, John Rhys Davis wants to be a part of our project, signed on a part of our project, is narrating it, all 4 episodes. You guys, I'm still like blown away. It's hard to like it's like all right, God. Like, I mean, at this point, I'm like, okay, God, of course, you're just, you could do anything. So I'm like, whatever. But still, a part of me is like a fanboy. Like, okay, God, this is kind of cool. Like, his voice transport you in another world. Okay, you guys, we're going to show you guys this, and this is what you get to be a part of, this epic world of, being a part of this brand of Kingdom Warriors that is doing film, movies, music, and also video game you're going to hear about tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to definitely have to get Sean Austin, Samwise. There's a lot of cool actors. Hamid just actually got an amazing actor that is from, all I can say is he's been in The Greatest Showman. I can't say anything else, but he was in The Greatest Showman, and he pretty much is like, I can't wait to be in the future episodes. All right, but here we go. So let me share my screen. Oh, so let me stop sharing that one. All right, you guys put in enough Lord of the Rings. Here we go. Let's debut some of our epic Gimli from Lord of the Rings. Here we go.
In ages past.
I don't hear the audio. Let me see. Are you hearing the audio, Timothy? You heard it? Oh, okay. I'll leave it then.
In ages past, the land of Eladria was prosperous and bountiful. It was a time of peace. One man's heart gave way to darkness and changed the course of Eladria, creating the world as now it is. After 100 years of war, Eladria was finally overcome by the Dark One. Against the few remaining servants of the Everlight, Lord Dristan has sent his fiercest warriors to exterminate those who resist and would dare to stand against him. In this land, warriors use an amplifier of strength, agility, and healing made from the Inquada stones found deep within the mines of Eladria. Once harvested, Inquada allows those who consume it to push themselves beyond their natural limits. And for that, they must pay a terrible price. As Naldo's life seeped from his body, his death created a spark. A spark that would carry through the forests and hills. The sequence of events was set in motion.
All right, guys, we need to grab our swords. He's got me lifted up. Come on, captivating for all generations, truly. You guys, this story has the ability to impact all generations, all peoples, people of all faith, but knowing that we're going to handcraft it and build with excellence and God's spirit and be able to do storytelling and amazing parables, amazing stories. And you guys get to be a part of it. You guys get to help us pick up the sword and take the technology and the media mountain. Link is in the description, you guys, to your adventure. At the bottom, you can download the white paper and see more. You can see more about the production company we partnered with. But you guys, put your swords in the emojis. Like, this is going to be epic for all of us. It's not just for Kingdom Warriors, not just for Eric or Timothy or Sebastian. This is for all of us. This is for the kingdom. This is a win-win-win for the kingdom, for me, my daughters, my wife, their kids. This will be a win that people will be able to look at this and say, hey, I was a part of that foundation of that film, the music, the orchestra, the company. You guys are a part of it. You guys played a part in sewing into this, helping create something epic and leave a legacy for generations. If you're a 5-star general, you're also going to be in the credits. So your name will be in the credits for life that you were part of it. So this is huge. So for the 5-star generals, your name is going to be in the credits, and you get the $2,000 course that Sebastian was just talking about for the 5-star generals. So you guys, this is something we need your help. We need you guys to unite with us. We need you guys to partner with us to help us complete our mission, complete this mission to be fully sold out of this project, fully funded, so we can roll and reign in 2023, create this music, create the film, have the movie premiere, bring all of you guys, have the conference next year. We're having a conference, our first annual conference. Once we're sold out, you guys will be able to come to or e-stream to the physical conference. Kingdom Generals are getting backstage pass to all of these events. When we go backstage, every Kingdom General, every event we do virtually, you get to come backstage. It goes on and on. So I want to show you guys a few more utilities. A few more utilities you're going to get as you partner with us, as you join and lock your swords with us and say, hey, I am on a mission to create impact for generations. So you have the course. And also for the 5-star generals that either upgrade to 50 NFTs or buy the 5-star general package, you're going to also get physical art and a digital prophetic art. You're going to get a signed Eladria movie poster. I think there's only 100 of them, and they're out in Los Angeles right now, signed and ready to frame. So after we're sold out, we're going to send them out and ship them out to that list once we're sold out of the 8,888. And you're going to get this course. You can start logging into your course by next week. It is ready. We spent $20,000 on this with Roger Gauthier and a high production team. Kim Clement's cousin, Prophet Kim Clement's cousin, helped us do the audio for that. That course is finished with post-production and ready for you guys. And we're going to start delivering it to Sebastian and the people who have already bought it next week. And then man, so much amazing stuff. And then also, you guys, each one of these NFTs is earning 100 Everlight token, which is going to be the token in our game that eventually you're going to be able to cash out for real currency. So each one of these NFTs is getting back paid basically a year of 100 a day. So times 100 a day times however many NFTs you have. And then you're going to get that back paid for a year since we launched our smart contract back in, I think, January. So from January till now, you're getting back paid 100 a day. Our developer is paying you guys. So you guys are going to be able to stack that up every day, 100 a day times each warrior. And we're actually backdating it since our smart contract was deployed a year ago. I'll be able to show you guys that tomorrow, some of the math and what it looks like for new warriors. When you buy your warrior, it's going to be back paid the utility token that's going to be in the game that we're launching next year with Gravity Jack. And you're going to hear from Luke of Gravity Jack. And you guys, Luke and his development team, gaming team studio, is creating the pitch deck for us to pitch to Hobby Lobby Green family to get millions of dollars in funding for the video game alone, not the film, not everything else, just the video game alone. And we're already getting to be able to pitch and connect it to the Green family, which is like, it's not easy to get connected to the Green family. They have so many people who try to pitch to them, who want to get some funding from them, and we have a direct connection to pitch to them, and they're coming to our event, our Oral Roberts, the first ever Christian Web3 Summit. You guys are invited there as well. You guys, production company partnered with that wrote our story, that's producing and doing the production and story, has worked with Lawrence Fishburne, Morpheus from the Matrix, Mel Gibson's son, Milo Gibson, worked with Danny Trejo, worked with so many other people, now Gimli, John Rhys Davies, and going to be many more in the productions we're going to do in the future, all through a story, all through one God idea and God's people coming together for such a time as this to create something so epic that you don't even have to have a Christmas. Every day can be Christmas when you're in this energy state. When you're in a place for this, every single day can be Christmas because you wake up and say, wow, God, we get to be a part of this. We get to do this. Yeah, there's a Oral Roberts. There's a link. We'll be emailing it out soon. Probably next week we'll start emailing it out. So just mark your calendars. Tulsa, Oklahoma, if you can come. Tulsa, Oklahoma, January 26th through 29th. Just mark your calendar that you're going to be there, and then we'll send out the link or ask our team for the link. But we're going to be emailing it out and sending it soon. But every day is Christmas when you're in the kingdom. Every day is Christmas when you're in the kingdom, because we wake up and we get the greatest gift of life and be able to create with our Father, be able to partner with Holy Spirit. Yeah, Sean said his NFTs have accumulated over 1.2 million Everlight tokens since April. You guys, I mean, we're back paying you as if you would have bought into our NFTs back when we launched in April. So, I mean, we're creating as much of a win-win we can for the future token for you that is going to be able to create, something where you can income. Come on, got an Airbnb. You guys, let us know what Airbnb you have. Maybe we'll get it. We'll send some orders to book it out for you. Book it out for Tulsa. But you guys, Oral Roberts University, we're doing the first summit, bringing all the leaders in person. Passion Translation sponsored it. Dr. Brian Simmons is speaking tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Also with Luke, our Gravity Jack, our game developer partners. You guys just yeah, ask God, how can I connect with you guys? How can I partner, and what package can I get? And ask God for a plan and resources. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys. We just due to some people's demand, we just set up a payment plan for you guys as well. And it was Timothy. Can you see my screen? So we just did a payment plan for the Kingdom General package. You could do 3 payments of 888 for the Kingdom General package, and we just also set up for this one where you get the free course and you get the art, and you get one of these 75 swords. Only 75 of these swords that are also going to provide utility for the game. You're going to be able to do 3 payments for 2777 to be able to own 77 NFTs. So do the math. Without even getting the $2,000 course, without having your name at the end of the credits, without getting the art and all of the other resources we have here, custom Kingdom Warrior avatar. You're also going to get a monthly mastermind where you get a network with other people that can create a win-win-win for business deals, life, growth. And then you're going to be able to the 77 NFT assets times 222 is already giving you a win at this price. So see how God would have you partner with us. See how what God has shown you. The link is there. You can get our white paper at the very end. And yeah, January 26th to the 29th, I want to decorate an Airbnb and Kingdom Warriors theme. Come on, let's talk about it, Denise. We want to partner. We're going to be partnering and want to get some real estate around the world and just decorate it Kingdom Warriors, Lord of the Rings, like very medieval, and start having them all over the world. So over the next couple of years, we want to just bring up some real estate ventures to bring up more medieval Lord of the Rings fantasy themed that's going to experience. People are going to feel the glory of God when they stay there, and they're going to be able to experience that. Speaking of Denise, this is what's so cool about community. You guys, Denise, let me show you something that she is working on bringing to utility for our holders. This is an epic new utility. So also for Kingdom Generals, you guys, we're giving you all the 5-star generals get the $2,000 course and all these, but for the regular generals who have 10 NFTs or more, they get all of these. They want to get VIP to all of them. So do the 5-star generals package. But then all of the courses we've ever done with our interviews with Brian Simmons, James Gold, all the interviews, all the courses, all the resources, the knowledge that we've been putting out there on how to get breakthrough, how to do what we've done, you're going to get access to on Kingdom Ambassador Academy, our school, our Kingdom Warriors University. You're going to get, and then you guys check this out, a new utility. We are launching a kids coloring book, and Denise Elaine, you guys, shout out to Denise Elaine heading up this project. We're giving her, some resources, and she's using the skills she has. She's using the gifts in her hands to make something so epic that I'm just like, I'm so excited about this utility. We're just now adding it to the basic, what is it called? To the utility, to the website. So this isn't even on there. This is the Ephesians 3:20 above and beyond that we're doing. But Kingdom Warriors Genesis Collection coloring book, got to collect them all, got to catch them all. Envoys, originators, weavers, bringers, all of our guilds. You're going to be able to have a coloring book. So for captains, I think we put for captains, you're going to get the digital coloring book, and then for generals and above, we're going to ship you out a physical coloring book when it's published. And this is going to go on Amazon. So this is going to be something that is going to be one of our first children's products that we're going to be ever releasing. You get to see it here first. Type in Kids for the Kingdom in the comments, Kids for the Kingdom. We're going to create generational, amazing, quality art, quality coloring books, quality animations in the future for children. The future looks bright for my 5 daughters and all of your guys' kids and grandkids. This was a memes. One of the part of even advancing, Timothy knows about marketing, but part of NFT marketing is memes. And shout out to McKenna for starting a meme thread. You see me, it is the most influential multimedia company of our time. And then you got Princess Leia. You're talking about Star Wars, right? And then it's me. You're talking about Star Wars, right? No, we're talking about Kingdom Warriors. Kingdom Warriors is going to be doing something epic. Even talking about animated, Luke, who's speaking tomorrow, is doing a virtual reality for the David the animated film. They've already raised about 30 million. They're going to 50 million to create a Pixar style, Frozen style, Disney style, $50 million project of David. And we are now friends with them. They're from South Africa. They created the film Jungle Beat, that was one of the best hits, top 10 in the top 10 on Netflix, called Jungle Beat. You can go look it up on Netflix. They created that for $5 million. So we're going to even potentially talk to them about working on the animated version of some of the stuff we're going to do. You can see more about the film that's in post production and some of our team, and also some of the things that you have when you bought into this brand. Is we have bought 3 worlds, NFT worlds, where we're building basically some glory places for Kingdom Warriors Megaverse. We've already started building that. We've also made a partnership with Raise and Royalty, the largest Christian online library for books, resources, all this stuff, and you get $1,000 access to that. So I mean, just so much. It goes on and on. The goodness, but yeah, it's going to be good. So tomorrow we have what's it called? Yeah, Rivka. Get her, anyone you have that needs help, get them with Aurelio, connect them with Shanae, Aurelio, any of our customer support, and they can answer anyone's questions. You can also email service@kingdomwarriorsnft.com. And yeah, if you need help, just go look at the description, go look at the page, contact our support. And also when you package, each package shows how much it has. It's all on there, you guys. And if you have questions, Aurelio, Shanae, Vera, reach out to our staff. They're all ready to help you guys out if you need help. Our support's here 24/7 to help out. So thank God for worldwide clocks. You know, we got people all around the world ready to help out. Once we reach 5-star, I think once you reach 5-star, we should be good, as long as it's within 75. Anyone who reaches the 50 NFTs, we should be able to help you out or get you this one of the 75, as long as it is within the if we're not run out of the 75 supply, because I don't think we have 75 5-stars. We have like 20 something. So you guys jump on board. We're getting closer and closer to being sold out, to being fully funded for at least for this phase of getting what we need to get done before the Green family or Hobby Lobby family funds the video game and really lets us do the stuff we need to do at a higher level with that. And then who knows, once we really get into the theme park and real estate, we're going to have creative solutions for the real estate side of Airbnbs, medieval Kingdom Warriors theme Airbnbs. But it's amazing to see the people coming together with solutions, time, treasure, talent, resources, and you guys have ownership in this project, and you guys are bringing it. You guys are owning your gifts, you're owning your talents, and you're bringing resource for everyone. So I just want to thank all of the holders, thank all of our 600 plus Kingdom Warriors physical asset holders, digital asset holders, and all the new warriors coming on board. Share your story. Let us know, why you must become a warrior, and why we must use technology for good for such a time as this, and why we must enter into not letting everyone else have, in outside of the kingdom having the kingdom technology resources, but us taking the kingdom back and having technology resources and being able to steward them well. So shout out to all the new people coming out. We have some worlds in Minecraft worlds, and they're called NFT worlds. So you can look them up, nftworlds.com, to look up some of the worlds we own. But yeah, KW is building some amazing things. We're excited. It says 55. I think, let me see if it says 55 swords. I think we're gonna do 75. We haven't put them on the blockchain yet, so they're coming on the blockchain soon. It says 75 pieces left for the swords, but let me see if the other part says. But yeah, I think we're gonna do 75 of the swords. Let's see, 55. If it's, we may have to update the 55 if we have, it said 55. Good catch. We'll have to look at it. All right. Awesome. What else do we got? So that was that. So you guys, link is in the description to order. That's your homework. Dr. Brian Simmons coming on tomorrow at 1 Central and Luke, and you'll hear more about the video game and how you're, hear more about how you're gonna the tokens you're gonna be generating daily and back paid for till April is going to be able to be used in the future game. And then, and if the card is not working on ClickFunnels and on the website, then just let us know. We can send you an invoice. We can help you set up a payment plan. Reach out to Vera, reach out to our staff, and we'll help you out. Get whatever kind of type of deal you need set up. And so, shalom, you guys. I'm going to leave you guys with a quick video so you can see more about some of Sean, one of our artists' music of Kingdom Warriors, and learn more about the guilds and get ready for adventure, you guys. We're about to enter into one of the most epic adventures ever. Come join us and help us take more territory and ground together. Peace. Man, Timothy, wasn't that fire? Hey, I forgot to tell you guys, the other reason why you want to buy more is you saw all that amazing NFT art handcrafted by Nicholas, which Timothy was one of the first people, part of Timothy's network is how we met our lead artist, Nicholas. And you guys, this handcrafted art is so amazing, as you saw some of them. The more you have and own on the blockchain, one, you earn more utility in the crypto and more utility in this project, but two, you actually get a better chance of getting some of the cooler ones that you really love and you like want to put on a book or put on a piece of art or buy a canvas of it or put it all over online. And you really, so when I have 10 or 20 now, I'm like, oh, I get those 10 or 20 and I like a lot of them, but there's some that are really going to resonate with you and really going to be like, that's like my piece of art. Like that's the one that if I had to show anyone my one piece of art or two, these 1 or 2 or 3 are like the most epic, because it goes in forms of legendary. The traits go in rarity. So legendary, rare, common, uncommon. So the more you have, the more rare ones you have that also become more valuable because they're more rare. So that's the whole piece of it too. I forgot to even talk about when it comes to NFTs and the art and why some of the art is cooler and more rare armor and more rare technology. And so cool little breakdown for you guys.
Hey,
so,
Eric, explain how people can jump into the VIP session right now if they were able to purchase something, one of the packages. Can you explain that a little bit more, like for those who are new?
Yeah. So if you buy, say, a general package right now, or even a captain package, if you buy a captain package right now, you get one free VIP experience. So just buy the package and let Aurelio or someone know, hey, I just purchased this. Look, here's the deal. And we can get you the VIP link and get you all of the VIP sessions for this week. And if you're a general, same thing. Show us, hey, I just purchased the general package, and then with the link in description. And come on. Yeah, mom has the #1 rarity and it's fire. Yeah, when you get one of those top 100 NFTs out of 8,888, you're like, I just hit the jackpot. Once this project blows up the next year, like this is gonna be amazing. But anyways, if you buy the general package, same thing. Let Aurelio, Shanae know, let me know, and then we'll get you the link to VIP, and you'll get the course upload. We upload it all into a course hosting, so you can rewatch them for life and have access to all of that. So a lot of fun. Oh yeah, you also get to create a custom avatar that you really resonate with if you're a general or above. So that was actually the first little application we built to build a custom trait avatar PNG file, digital file that you can turn into an NFT if you want, and just own the digital piece of art. We're giving it to you. So a lot of just blessings that's happening through creativity, through solutions, through technology, and we are sharing them with you. We want you to be a part of it. We want you to be an owner of these assets. And yeah, thanks for so many of you guys joining, and tell your warrior story in the group, and come see us on VIP. We're going backstage. See you on the inside. Peace.